Hey beauties, and welcome back to IAmBeautifulHustlerTV. Today I'll be showing you guys how I will restyle my wig, and today I will be going from long curly hair to a like shoulder length blunt cut bob. Now I just went ahead and parted my wig to the side. Well, yeah, made me a side part, and I did pull down a section for my baby hairs as well. Now I did do a curved part, and I'm just going to jump straight into the actual styling portion of the wig. So I'm just going to go ahead and go on with my wax stick and apply it all on top of the wig where I'm going to hot comb. And just going in with my hot comb, I'm just going to hot comb those roots out nice and straight. I do want it to be flat, but not too flat, because I really want, you know, a little fluffiness at the top of my wig, especially for this look. Now I am going to do a big chop. This was a 24-inch wig, and I'm going to chop it down to, let's say, like maybe a 16-inch, but it will be a blunt cut bob. And this bob came out super cute, so I know you guys will love the finishing look. And right now I'm just hot combing all of those roots out, and just be very careful when you are hot combing around your ear, just so you don't burn it. And I will be doing the baby hairs using the mousse method. And of course my wig is tacked down with my Beautiful Hustler lace melt adhesive, and you will see that as I'm doing my baby hairs, my lace is not going to lift, because my lace glue is sweat resistant and waterproof, and it definitely does last and has that very extra strong hold. So make sure you guys go ahead and purchase my lace glue now. I actually have a Valentine's Day sale, and it is buy one get one half off, and using the code LOVE. So make sure you guys check that out. I also have the other coupon codes that I posted in the community section of my channel, on my channel. So make sure you guys check out any coupon codes so you could get all the deals on my products, hair, and installations. But moving right along, now that I went ahead and hot combed everything out, I'm just going to go in with the eyebrow razor and just chop all of those hairs down nice and short, because as I mentioned, I will be going in with the Nairobi's mousse to create my baby hairs. Now you do want to cut it down short, and I did leave them slightly longer, but I will cut it more down once I'm actually like swooping the baby hairs, just because, you know, the shorter you cut them, the more natural they appear. But if you are not so good at cutting the baby hairs, you can start off long and just also go in and just chop it down even shorter. But right now I'm just taking that Nairobi's mousse and I'm applying it all over that baby hair area, and I will be using my edge brush to swoop my baby hairs. So I do like the little baby hair look that Arrogant Tay has been doing on his clients and everything, and it's like the little baby hairs that come straight down towards the front, and then, you know, everything else swoop in the direction that it, you know, is supposed to flow. So I did want to go for that baby hair look today, and just with a little, you know, a few swoops on the other side. So when you are doing the baby hairs in the middle of the forehead, you want to pretty much swoop it going downwards, or you can swoop it slightly curved to one of the directions. So as you see, I went ahead and cut that hair just a little bit more, because you don't want it to be too long. And not only am I like combing it downwards, but I am adding just a slight swoop to it and just combing the end of that side on down. And now I'm just going to go ahead and begin to swoop the other side as well, going in with my my eyebrow razor, and just chopping down anything I feel is too long as well. And you can also apply as much mousse as needed. You don't have to soak and wet your whole entire lace to do the mousse method. You can just really do a little bit at a time, and, you know, especially if you are a beginner, just work your way through it. Now here, I'm still playing with those baby hairs. I'm still bothered, so I am, you know, going in and just chopping off more. And because you are putting that razor against your skin, you want to be very careful when you're cutting it, because you do not want to slice your face or your client's face. So be mindful of the way that you are cutting those extra hairs off with that razor, and still doing the same thing. I would just chop off what I feel needs to go, and swoop everything with that mousse. And once you get the baby hairs to your desired look, you can just go ahead and take you some black wrapping paper and just pretty much tie your edges down. Now, you could sit under the dryer, or you can blow dry it, or you can just let it naturally dry on its own. But for today, I did just, wrap it down and blow dry it on the heat setting. And once it was completely clear, I did cut off that, that black paper. Now, right now, I'm just touching up everything before I wrap it down to make sure it's laying the way I want it to lay. And now that I'm satisfied with my results, I'm going to go ahead, as I mentioned, and take that black wrapping paper, and I will blow dry it on heat. And once I'm done blow drying it, I will comb out those baby hairs and get into the actual styling portion of the wig and the finishing touches. So now that the edges are all dried up, I'm just going to go ahead and, cut off that black paper. And then I'm going to comb out the baby hairs using that same edge brush, just to give it a more softer look, so it don't have to look so like super hard and, like stuck to my skin. And that just gives it like that nice soft look. I feel, in my opinion, you can still get the soft look using the holding spray. Just, comb it out as well, or you can leave it as well and probably get like the same to similar results. But now I'm just going to go back in with my hot comb and just comb over that area once again, and just hot combing the roots out, because the mousse did hit it. So I just want to make sure that it is still nice and straight. And now I'm going to go ahead and black spray my part. It is a curved part, so I'm black spraying a little at a time and bringing it around the front and just lightly spraying it, and then going in with that foundation closest to my skin tone, and just like, concealing up the part with that foundation. And I am using Ruby Kisses foundation, cream foundation in level 14, and just cleaning up my part to make it nice and sharp. And now I'm just going to take some mousse and some water as well. I am in my bathroom, so I do have my sink running, and just wetting up the hair before I begin to cut. Now for today, as I mentioned, I will be doing a even blunt cut, so I will not use the razor. I will just use the scissors to do my haircut today. And the reason why you guys see me coming in and out of the camera is because, as I mentioned, I do have my sink on. I couldn't find my spray bottle at the moment, so I just had to do it the ghetto way. But nevertheless, this is what the hair will look like if I wanted to just wear it just long like this. But in my opinion, when I actually did the cut, it gave it like a 10 times better look than before. So what I'm doing right now is just, I've stretched the hair just a little bit, and I cut the hair where I wanted to fall. And once I cut that first piece, I just knew like this bob was going to be everything. Like, now I'm just going to go ahead and I cut this side just slightly longer than the other side, just to give it that nice little blunt asymmetrical look. And I'm just going to continue to pull the hairs and just cut straight across, making sure I get every piece so nothing is hanging. And it was a little difficult cutting this bob like on myself without having any guidance, for somebody to do it in the back for me. So I just really had to like pull, turn my head and cut, pull and cut, pull and cut. I even pulled all of the hair back in a ponytail shape and just chopped everything that looked a little longer than the rest of it, just to make sure like when I'm out in public, it will be no extra long pieces. So I am just going to, do some weird, awkward movements to just make sure everything is cut. But once everything is cut, I just will add, a little more mousse to my hair just to define the curls, and just a little of that got to be sprayed to just smooth everything on in. So you guys can just go ahead and enjoy the rest of this video and let me know what you think at the end of this tutorial, like what you think about this look, or would you rock a bob like this? How do you feel about the baby hairs that come, you know, towards the forehead area? Like, let me know. You know, I try to keep up with what's trending. So yeah, just let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this look. And thank you guys for tuning into I Am Beautiful Hustler TV. Stay tuned to the finishing results, and I will see you next time.
Hey, what's good, Shakari?